Hey guys, welcome back to a beautiful Friday morning. Today is Friday 5th, the day after 4th of July. Well, about 10:30 in the morning as usual. I always try to get these videos uploaded to you on Friday by noon or before noon Eastern time. And today, this makes week 14. Weather-wise, storms were hit and miss. The garden is not starting to not make too much sense. I mean, we're getting more bees over here. You'll see in a minute. We're going to start with a new plant. I thought I'd take a stab at it. That right there. Yeah, soybean plant. I just took one. I borrowed it. I want to see how I can do and what they're like. And I feel like I gotta sneeze. Hold on. And that's for you that said bless you in the comments. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I split those two. Oh, move the camera down. We lost one. I don't know what happened to it. It came out one day and it was gone. It was right where that is. Now, our experiment. Supposedly, you're supposed to trim the tomato plants. My grandpap never did, but I do anyways. There is another way of planting them, but I didn't want to try it. Instead of planting them like this, with, the roots, like, let's say, that much in the ground, plant them this way, put the roots, the whole plant this sideways, and have it come up like this. You get more roots, and you get more out of it. I've never tried it. So we're gonna have to be careful with the, being around these. We got bugs, of course. Corn's doing well. I wish we had corn for the 4th, but it ain't ready yet. And like I said, they didn't plant none out there. I don't think these cobs are ready to be picked yet. And then here is what I said about the bees. They'll be gone this evening. They're only in that big one. That one hasn't opened yet. I didn't do weeds this week because there really wasn't any in there. Especially since I planted that tomato plant over there. Now, these two did root in the cup, so when I got and planted those. Comment down below when I'm supposed to pick these green beans, because it's been so long since I've had green beans, so I don't remember. To me, they're ready to be picked, but I could be wrong. I mean, can't really, they would have to be picked, cut, boiled, and then put into something, because it's not, we don't have enough green beans to really do anything with. Now, we got bees that are pollinating these, But all we really have in here is that guy, and then that guy. The thing is huge. There's all kinds of things in here. Really don't want this thing going any further than this, but yeah, I guess it's going to. It kind of buried itself. I don't know how it got that deep into the ground. I mean, it actually buried itself into the ground. I think it's supposed to. I don't know. Could have been from me watering it in the rain and that. Now, I think we got something growing on here. Right there. I don't know what that is. According to the phone, it's the same as what's over there. Another pumpkin. Now, we don't have no cucumbers. No watermelon. No cantaloupe growing. But we got all of that in here. Tomato plants should be, sky high by now. We might not get nothing on. I was just doing it as an experiment. So, yeah, I know it's late in the season for that. That's something I should have done when the tomato plants were maybe like 3 or 4 inches tall. And, did have a dream recently about potatoes, that the potatoes are still in there. They may still be in there. They should be. We'll see if anything sprouts. I'm going to try to keep that area open. The nose should be a lot higher, at least those two. I don't know about those because those were just planted like a month ago. And every once in a while I'll just say this in a video. My garden was here last year. This is the second year for this one. Now, prior to that, we lived over there. I started a small garden over there. Then we ended up moving, but nothing grew in it. So it's not like we gained or lost anything. Then yonder over there, you can see where it was the first year we were here because it was, there's a divot in the ground because I dug out the dirt. This area, our old landlord had his garden here. Previous to that year, he quit taking care of it, so I took it over. And when I took it over, it was too bad, too far gone. You let it get too bad. So, anyways, I don't remember the size of his, but mine garden was too big last year. Wanted a big one, and it didn't go well. Never home. I neglected it, and then I tried to get it back up. Couldn't do it. I let the grass take over it, and it is actually a little less than half the size it was last year. Last year it was 24 by 20, I think. This year it's a lot smaller. I didn't measure it, but I am doing a better job at keeping the grass out of it. I mean, it is getting in July, so usually this is where I have a hard time keeping the grass out of it, but as long as I keep the grass out of it, we're good. Water likes to lay here for some reason, even though I was taking that little digger thing and every Tuesday, which I didn't this week, until I, just go ahead and till the whole thing up. I messed up a few plants doing that, so That's why I quit doing it. And I only do it when I see the weeds, grass, and well, I'm doing a pretty good job, except the grass is growing along the garden, which I don't want to weed whack it, because then I'll hit the plant, and so I'm not very good at that. Get off. Get off. Well, yeah, this is my second successful garden. Successful as it's more than 2 plants growing. We had one last year. I mean, we had tomato plants that grew. The only thing that really we got out of it is we got 1 pumpkin out of it early in the season, though. We got a bunch of tomatoes and corn, and that was it. This year, we got green beans. We got green beans, pumpkin, watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumbers, sunflowers, tomato plants, corn, peppers, soybeans. We had like 10 different types of plants in here this year. So yeah, comment down below when I should pick those. Maybe get on the interwebs and look on the line by about that. And, we're doing, and plus I wasn't home to water it, and getting home at like 11 o'clock at night. I don't feel like doing it. So yeah, that was my little side project. I was going to start a series, maybe like a 2-week series on it. It would have been 2 or 3 episodes of it, but well, we ended up going to my mom and dad's. Of course, you've seen in one of my previous videos that I did a video on my storage where my stuff is. So yeah, this is week 14, July 5th. And it's growing, for surely. I'm not watering it every day because we got some bad rain Sunday. I mean, bad. And then Monday it was cool. And then Tuesday, did water it Tuesday. And I'm probably gonna water it tonight. I watered it Wednesday night. And we had hit and miss rain Thursday. So I'm probably gonna water it tonight. I mean, we're supposed to get bad storms this weekend, but like you said, you can't rely on that. I mean, it just depends on these mud spots, too. The water's been laying there now, too, as you can see. Where you see where it's really muddy, like right there, and then a little bit there, over there. It was holding over there, but that's actually the worst spot there. Is 4th of July was like a high of 96 degrees. So, I mean, it's July now. It's, summer's usually in my book, when summer hits, when we hit July-ish, because usually you get out, out of school in, like what, the 2nd week, 3rd week of June? Because I graduated in 07. To me, summer doesn't really officializes until now. Well, full swing, actually. Because this is usually when it gets hotter. The hottest is July and August. To me, in my opinion, that's kind of how it was raised. I was born and raised here in Virginia. Not this county, though. Well, I guess we better wrap this up. Like I said, we got flowers on here. Bees are pollinating them. But nothing, the vines are getting bigger, but we should have stuff on them by now. Because those two came out pretty quick. So stay tuned. Next Friday is week 15. We're going to be running these series. I'm going to run the series, weekly series, until those two tomato plants is pretty much when we get our first frost and it just kills everything. Then I'll do my final video. Usually I'll do my final video when we get our first frost. And that's what ends the garden. Another question. Comment down below if you think my grandpap I've never done this, but maybe getting some type of cover when that does happen. Just, take my, the plant cages out because they go in the shed anyway. Oh, speaking of that, I finally got rid of those other ones. They're gone. Got one out over there that needs to make its way back in the shed. Oh, that's right. I got 4 out. Comment down below if I should cover this area in the fall after everything dies for the winter. The reason being is more because of the grass. And maybe we'll empty the compost into it. And then, cover it up with something. And yeah, it might make the area look a little nasty. But, it should keep the grass out of it. At least I think. But yeah, comment down below, or should I just let the grass get in it? Because that's kind of hard on the tiller if you think about it. Because you get that grass, and we got that, let's see. I call it vine grass that likes to grow this way. There's some right there. That stuff can get annoying. Get that out and just put the compost in here. Or empty that in the fall, and it'll be ready for winter. And then just all the plants, they're all, or take all that and put it in the compost, and then just cover it up. Maybe covering up would, maybe compost it, quicker. And like I said, that kind of grass is hard on the tines on the tiller. Plus, then it keeps, other stuff out of it. And it managed to find part of a shoe. I found that one day when I was actually taking the weeds out of it, actually. So, yeah, comment that down below. I'm thinking about doing that. I'd have to wash off what I'm going to use. And it might not all be big enough. But yeah, comment down below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week. Thanks for watching.